Hey, welcome to
Hey.
Basement Movie Room 1979. Just kidding.
Shag
So,
carpet included. Not so much though.
it's very
Looks
nice. It's very nice.
Looks like snow.
Yeah. So we're going to review Winning Time. This is our second go at this one because our first one, the sound was lost.
Yeah.
But Winning Time is the HBO Max series in regards to the Showtime Lakers. So Winning Time starts out with Jerry Buss, played by the fantastic John C. Reilly, looking to buy the Lakers. And you get a whole view of the Lakers team, including, let's see, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem, yeah.
And you got Jerry West as the coach.
West,
And then you've got
Michael Cooper.
Michael
you
Cooper.
got,
You got, the other.
Magic. No.
Magic gets drafted.
Not Newsom.
Yeah, I know. There's the other guy who's like the point guard
Yeah.
for the Lakers at the time. I can't remember his
Drawing a
name.
blank. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think we remember that in the last review either.
Yeah.
In any case, so Jerry Buss looking to buy the Lakers, doesn't really even have the money to buy the Lakers, but is bullshitting it to get the Lakers bought. And so sorry, there's a hacker man on screen from Kung Fury. Causing me to crack up because they're all in costume. In any case, so this show follows the 1979-1980 Lakers championship team. So Jerry Buss is buying the team. Him and Frank Mariani, who later actually owns the Pacers.
Yes.
And so they're buying the team, and they're kind of falsely buying the team because they really don't have the money. Jerry Buss is trading like real estate and cash, and
he's
has
got a lot of collateral.
Yeah, a lot of collateral. Really doesn't actually have the
with.
money to buy the team. But Jerry Buss is a visionary, and John C. Reilly plays him to a T in this.
And his mother is
Sally Field plays his mother. She's a financial wizard.
An accounting genius.
So Buss is buying the team from the current owner, and I can't remember his name. And he wants to get the Lakers for, it's like $80 million or something. It's like something ridiculous for 1979. But nothing compared to like $8 billion they're worth now.
$80 million. I mean, that's a contract for a player now.
Yeah, it's crazy. So he's trying to buy the Lakers. He does ultimately buy the Lakers. Jerry West is the coach, Jerry West is probably the best character in this series.
Oh, God.
God, he's fucking hilarious. And I use the F-bomb pretty liberally because Jerry West uses it pretty liberally in the show.
Yes.
And the real Jerry West has a big problem with this portrayal of himself. And it's like the fact that you have an issue with it and you are threatening to sue kind of makes it seem like that portrayal is actually right.
Yeah.
But Jerry West is like this. He can't be satisfied. I can't name the guy who plays Jerry West, but he's been in a lot of stuff.
He was in the Planet of the Apes movies.
Planet of the Apes movies. He was in the show Brotherhood on Showtime.
Yeah, he was Terminator Genesis. He was
he was in
John Connor.
Yeah,
that guy.
He was in that
one. A ton of stuff.
He's been in a lot of stuff, but he is fantastic in this.
English actor, I think.
Yeah, he may be. Yeah. And then you have the characters who play the players. So you have Magic Johnson, who's a relative unknown. I can't remember his name. Solomon Hughes plays Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I can't imagine anybody else playing him at this point after this portrayal.
Oh my God.
Solomon Hughes is actually a college professor. He has a doctorate and he teaches at like Cal and Duke.
Yeah.
And he actually was a former player as well at Cal. So he fits the bill.
Can tell. Yeah.
Then you have some other recognizable people who play the other Lakers. Then you have Wood Harris, who plays Spencer Haywood in the series. The kind of like.
Is it Newsom, the other point guard?
No, it's not Newsom. I can't remember his name.
Gosh, sorry.
Can't remember his name.
Me.
Oh, it's Dixon. Norm Dixon. Norm Dixon. Oh, yes,
there
Norm Dixon. Yeah, Norm Dixon, who is actually played by his son. Norm Dixon's son plays Norm Dixon. Yeah. So the guy looks just like Norm Dixon, obviously.
Michael Cooper. I think I brought him up.
Yeah, Michael Cooper.
He's a big.
He's a big part of it.
Very
He's
vital.
Yeah, and then you have like the white guys who are something played.
Oh, we haven't seen Kurt Rambis yet, though.
No Rambis, no. But you have the cast is terrific. All the basketball players look like actual basketball players. They're all like above 6'5".
And I mean, they look exactly. Whoever cast this show did an amazing job.
Yeah, it's really great.
Not only do they act like them, they look exactly like them.
Except in your case.
Yeah.
Adrian Brody is Pat Reilly.
Adrian Brody took a little time.
I was fine with it.
Took a little time to grow on me. I mean, look-wise, Adrian Brody does not look like Pat Reilly. When you first see him, you're like, that's not Pat Reilly. Come on. But then Adrian Brody's so good.
But I also think that you're picturing like 2005 Pat Reilly when we're dealing with 1979 Pat Reilly, like Kentucky Wildcats Pat Reilly and LA Laker Pat Reilly.
Yeah, hair's long, mustache.
You also have Jack McKinney, played by a very recognizable actor who was in Vice and a number of other of Adam McKay's movies. Who Adam McKay does this series. And you also have Jason Segel playing Paul Westhead.
Does a great job.
So the Lakers are in flux. Jerry West quits as coach as soon as Jerry Buss buys the team. Mm-hmm. Jerry Buss wants to hire, what's his name, from UNLV.
UNLV.
UNLV's coach. Sarkisian.
Yeah.
Sarkisian. Whatever his name is. Yeah. From UNLV, but like the mob gets involved from the point of the show. This isn't probably realistic, but the mob gets involved and he can't leave LA or Las Vegas. Yeah. So he ends up hiring McKinney from Portland, assistant coach from Portland, who McKinney actually is the architect of Showtime, what the Lakers become known as under Paul Westhead and Pat Reilly. But McKinney gets in a bike accident, a pretty severe bike accident, and it's portrayed very well on screen, and is unable to come back to coach. So Westhead takes over to coach. He hires Pat Riley's assistant, who was previously Chick Hearn's like color man. And Chick Hearn, I'll be honest, if Chick Hearn probably doesn't like the portrayal. I don't know if Chick Hearn's still alive.
I don't think so.
He's probably not alive, but he probably would not like his portrayal because he's kind of an asshole in the film, in the show. So Reilly jumps out of being in the broadcast booth over to being assistant coach. And there's this whole thing where McKinney wants to come back, and Westhead and Reilly are like, we got us this far. Yeah. That's a nice thing.
We won 50-something games.
Yeah, we won 50 games.
Team now.
It's our team. It's very good. The conflicts in the show are very good. They all feel realistic between like Magic and his family, Magic and Kareem, Westhead and Reilly, Westhead and McKinney, Reilly and McKinney. McKinney hates Reilly because he thinks he's trying to take his coach.
Magic and Bird.
Yeah, God, Larry Bird. The casting for Larry Bird is the fucking best casting I've ever seen in my life.
Casting on the show is amazing.
That guy is spot on. Bird's an asshole in the show, and Magic is like there's Bird who's like redneck asshole, and there's Magic who is like nicest dude in the world, just wants to be a friend to everybody. Yeah, it's like perfect casting. The casting director deserves all the praise for this show.
But, so, I mean, that's how Larry Bird was supposed to be.
No, everybody hated Larry Bird. I mean, everybody's like we love the guy now, but when the guy was a player, he's a fucking asshole.
He wanted to beat you at
everything. The redneck from French Lick.
And Magic Johnson was the same way, but he did it with a smile.
Yeah, so, Magic was a smile.
And they portray it so well.
Yeah.
I mean, the back and forth between them is really just starting in the show. It's one of the
best parts in the show,
I hope they keep going.
Yeah. I am so looking forward to season 2.
Yeah, and because I mean, I had the Magic versus Larry Bird on the old Apple computer.
Genesis too.
Yeah, and Genesis. Oh my God. Yeah, it was on that.
Genesis had Lakers versus Celtics, Lakers versus Blazers.
Yeah,
all
before the Bulls and all that. Yeah. So,
Bulls versus Celtics. Bulls versus Lakers.
It was Lakers Celtics first.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, that Red Auerbach. Michael Chiklis playing
yeah,
Red Auerbach was
Chiklis.
fantastic.
Yeah, that was good.
He's such an asshole.
Oh man, yeah, just always had a cigar in his hand.
Yeah, which is true.
Yeah.
You know.
But I think like the basketball aspect of this show is probably the weakest part.
Yeah, it doesn't matter though.
It doesn't.
It
Because
does
it's so,
not matter.
It's almost like we've seen it before. I mean, it actually sort of kind of happened like they show it.
Most of it
Sorta,
doesn't.
Kinda, but we've seen this kind of cliched stuff before in sports. We put that. You kind of put all that to the side.
Yeah.
And it's everything that happens outside of the court.
It's the drama outside of the court, for sure.
It's, like we said, it's the Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson. That's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's the Reilly versus
McKinney.
McKinney, and almost Reilly versus Westhead versus McKinney.
Yeah.
And then
Because Westhead has this like God complex with McKinney
Yeah.
that he can't go against him, and Riley's like, no, you have to fucking go against him. He's not good for the team. We're gonna win a championship. He won't win the championship.
It's a whole. This show is a whole versus universe. That makes sense. It started off with Bus versus the NBA.
Yeah, because he was not your typical owner.
Not. Yeah, they did not want him to take the team over, really.
Yeah.
And then it was Bus versus the banks, and then Magic versus Bird. And then Magic versus Nixon.
Yeah. Norm
Magic,
Nixon.
Yeah, Magic versus
It's Nixon. It's not Dixon. I said Dixon. Earlier. It's Nixon.
Nixon. And then Magic versus Cream. It's a whole versus.
You know what my favorite
Scenario.
scene? You know what my favorite scene in the show is? Is when Kareem meets Magic's dad at the dinner table at his house at Christmas.
Yeah.
That is my favorite scene in the show because it's like Magic's dad is a lot older. He's not a lot older than Kareem. Kareem's in the later part of his career in this show. But Magic's dad's still probably about 10 to 15 years older than him.
Yeah.
He's like, I know what you're going through. I've dealt with this for years.
Yeah.
It's like, but you've got to, it is what it is at this point. That's a fantastic scene. And just watch it. I don't want to,
Yeah, he was calling Cream Mr. Jabbar.
Yeah.
And he's so much younger. Kareem's so much younger than Magic's dad.
Yeah.
He saw that respect, and I think that's where I don't know. It didn't. I think that's where it showed.
Yeah.
The respect for Magic.
That's kind of where Kareem turns around too.
Kareem was the hard ass.
Yeah.
On the team, they called him Cap. So there's a lot of things with that too.
Yeah. And there's
just watch.
In the show, there's some manufactured drama. It's not all true. They manufacture a lot of stuff.
You gotta have that.
Like Kareem and Magic didn't have as big a rivalry as the show makes it out to be, and things like that. But I mean, it's a fantastic show.
Oh.
It's fantastic, and we're gonna rate this one.
Oh man, I look forward to season 2.
Season 2, I cannot wait.
Yeah. This was my favorite show on TV.
Yeah. Oh, it's up
this
there
year,
for sure.
I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Still.
And I'm not even a big basketball fan, and I love this show.
You don't have to be a basketball fan.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
So what do you rate it?
Oh man, out of 5, I gotta go a 4 or 5.
I'm in agreement,
love
except I'm going 5 out of 5.
going
I think it's a
5 or-
perfect show.
Yeah.
Like TV rating, it is a perfect show.
Yeah.
You can't get a lot better than this, so it's a 5 out of 5. Do you have anything else to say about it?
No, just check it out.
Yeah,
If
it's
you
worth
don't,
watching.
You're missing out on something pretty awesome.
Yep, for sure.
So yeah, you don't have to like basketball.
Not at all, because it doesn't matter.
The
It's
basketball
drama.
part's the weakest part. I think that's why I'm not giving it a 5, because the basketball part was kind of the boring part.
Yeah. Oh, and I want to give a shout out to Wood Harris, Spencer Haywood's the character Spencer
geez.
Haywood in this. Fantastic, terrific.
So
he
sweaty.
was Avon Barksdale in The Wire. He's so sweaty.
He's so sweaty.
He's so sweaty. But Wood Harris is probably the best acting performance in the show.
Yeah.
He's fantastic.
Wow. Yeah.
All right. So we'll see you next time on Basement Movie Room.
Cheers.
It's showtime.